wake up. It's time for daily attendance.
Alright, let's get this over with. This is Steve's civilization. Everything here is the exact same every day. The people, the jobs, and pretty much everything else you can think of. But I'm tired of it. It's time I leave this place.
Oh, hey, Steve. Surprised you showed up on time today. Make sure you don't sleep in again.
Alright, I won't, I promise. That's pretty much the life down here. Constantly being bossed around by guards. Unless somehow I could find a way to change it. Every month there's a rank up challenge to get to the next layer of Steve's civilization. No one really knows what the challenge is, just that thousands of Steves die just for a chance to win. Either way, the rank up challenge is tomorrow, and I'm willing to risk the same fate as those other Steves just for a chance to get out of this place.
Hey, are you thinking about competing in the rank up challenge tomorrow?
Yeah, probably, but isn't there an entry fee?
Yeah, same as always. 10 leather. Do you not have that?
Nah, I've kind of been slacking off with my work. I haven't gotten paid at all.
Well, hopefully you can figure that out, because I'm definitely not sharing with you.
Whatever. With the entry fee being as high as it was, I had to find a way to get the money to compete in this challenge. I'm tired of sitting around and living in this prison. But for now, it's time for my daily job. Every day, peasant Steves are assigned a random job, and if they complete it, they're rewarded with food or leather. But if they don't, they get punished severely. But I don't have to worry about that. I always make sure to play it super safe. Uh-oh. Please tell me no one saw that.
Hey, what did you just do?
Nothing. I swear this was broken before I got here.
Yeah, right. You're trying to sabotage the farm, aren't you?
What? No, I promise it was just a mistake.
Well, too bad. Since you want to try and sabotage us guards, how about no food for an entire day?
What? Ugh, fine.
You know what? How about we make it 2 days?
Dude, what? I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, I know. I kind of just felt like it.
With this new punishment, there's no way I could survive down here for much longer. At first I was skeptical, but now I'm sure of it. I have to escape this place. If I don't, I'll end up dead just like all the other Steves before me. Alright, here you go. Here's all the crops I farmed.
Yeah, are you sure this is all? You're not trying to steal anything, are you?
No, I promise that's everything.
Alright, well, get out of here before I make it 3 days.
Alright, I'm going. As I was making my way back home, I noticed something weird on one of the challenge arena's walls. It looked like there was a hole. If I could quickly peek inside, I might be able to get an advantage for the rank up challenge tomorrow. But if a guard sees me, I'll surely get punished even harder than I already have. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. I have to win this challenge tomorrow. No one's ever even seen inside the challenge arena. I wonder what's in here.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oh god, not again. I was just coming over here to warn you that there's a hole in the wall. You should probably get that fixed.
Yeah, right. You're trying to peek inside, aren't you?
What? No, I would never break any of the card's rules. I love it here.
Yeah, I would too. You guys have it so good down here.
Right. Well, I'm gonna get going, so don't mind me.
Wait. Are you competing in the rank up challenge tomorrow?
Yeah? Why?
Oh, no reason. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Okay. Anyways, I still needed the 10 leather for the entry fee for the rank up challenge tomorrow. So I made my way over to my neighbor to see if I could borrow some, but when I got there, I saw something horrible.
Where is it?
I told you, I already ate it.
What's going on? What's this guard doing?
You know stealing from the farms is illegal. Tell me why you did it.
I was just hungry, I swear.
Yeah, well, I told you no food for 2 days, and you did it anyways.
I'm sorry, please let me go.
No, you're done.
Wait, what's he doing? Did that guard just kill a Steve? There's no way that's allowed. Guards aren't allowed to just kill Steves for no reason. Something weird's going on here. I quickly made my way back to my house so I didn't get caught by this guard. If he saw me, I'd probably end up dead just like my neighbor. Steve's been my friend for 2 years. He has a wife, kids, and everything. But I guess he's gone now. I'm just gonna have to find someone else to borrow leather from. Thankfully, there's plenty of other Steves in this neighborhood. So I made my way over to another one of my neighbors that I knew pretty well. If I'm lucky, maybe he'll let me borrow the leather I need for the rank up challenge tomorrow. Hey dude, open up.
Hey, what's up?
I need 10 leather to compete in the challenge tomorrow.
Come on, man. You know I don't got much to spare.
Please, I'm tired of getting pushed around by these guards. If I have to risk my life for a chance to leave this place, I'll do it.
Alright, but I'm not gonna just give it to you. I'm kind of a bit behind on my farming quota. So if you could just give me the rest of the crops that I need, I'll give you all the leather you want.
Even though getting caught stealing extra food could get me killed, I knew in the end it'd be worth it. Alright, I'll try my hardest. But as I approached the farm, I noticed a guard standing right at the front. There's no way I'm sneaking past him. I'm gonna need some kind of distraction. Right as I said that, I had the perfect idea and set my plan in motion.
Hey, what are you doing here? It's almost curfew. You should get back to your house before I have to punish you.
Oh, right. Sorry. I just wanted to ask you if the chickens are supposed to be escaping like that.
Hey, get back to your pen!
As the guard was distracted, I quickly took as much food as I could and ran back to my house unscathed. And when I got there, I traded all the food I just got for the 10 leather from my neighbor. This means I finally have a chance to escape this place. I'm not sure what's up there, but it has to be better than down here.
It's time for your monthly rank up challenge. The challenge will start in 1 minute. All contestants, please make your way to the challenge arena.
Oh god, I'm gonna be late. As quickly as I could, I got out of bed and ran to the challenge arena, barely making it inside before the gates closed right behind me. I've never actually seen inside of the arena. No one who enters ever comes back out.
Attention all contestants, the gates have closed. There is officially no turning back. Some of you will rank up and no longer be a peasant Steve, but the others will die and never get a chance to see freedom.
Wow. Doesn't that seem kind of extreme?
Dude, shut up, I'm trying to focus.
As the guards lined us up and everyone was preparing for the challenge, it started to set in how much was on the line. If I don't complete this challenge and rank up, I'll die permanently, just like all the other Steves before me.
In front of you is a water bucket. On my cue, all of you will be forced to jump off this platform to your death. The only chance of survival is saving yourself with this water bucket.
What? How am I supposed to survive with just a water bucket?
Hey, just place a water underneath you right before you die. Trust me, it's easier than it looks.
With barely any time to prepare, the countdown started.
3, 2, 1, jump!
I did it. I actually completed the challenge. You know, I was kind of nervous going into this, but that was pretty easy.
Round 1 complete. 8 Steves remaining.
Wait, hold on. Did they just say round 1? There's more?
What? You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
Oh god, I'm totally dead. After completing the first round, the guards escorted us back up to the top.
Attention, it's time for round 2. Since we don't want too many of you ranking up, we will continue progressively making these clutches more and more difficult until 1 Steve remains. Good luck to you all. Please pick up the scaffolding in front of you and prepare for the countdown. Huh, it's over for you. There's no way you're surviving longer than me.
As much as I didn't want to admit it, he was right. There's no way I'm beating out all of the other Steves in this challenge. It was only a matter of time before I failed one of these clutches and died permanently. There is no respawning in Steve Civilization. Once you die, you're dead forever. Before I could even prepare, the countdown started.
3, 2, 1, jump!
Oh my god, I actually did it. I might actually be able to make it through this.
You actually did it? Whatever. Even my grandma could have done that. Round complete. 4 Steves remaining.
Wow, that one got a lot of people.
At this rate, this next round would be the final clutch. But that also means it's gonna be the hardest one yet. Honestly, up to this point, I've just been getting lucky. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
All remaining Steves, please pick up the ladder in front of you.
Even though I was nervous, I picked up the ladder in front of me and prepared for the clutch. This one moment would decide if I rank up or die permanently.
3, 2, 1, jump!
I should have died, but by some miracle, I actually landed the clutch, securing me a spot in the next layer of Steve Civilization.
Looks like we have our winner. You probably should have died, but either way, you don't belong here with these other peasants if you can make that.
And just like that, the guards were leading me onto the elevator to bring me up to the next layer. Hopefully there, the guards won't be as ruthless.
Alright, we're here. You can get off now.
Wow, this place looks a lot better than the peasant Steve Civilization.
Congrats on becoming a worker, Steve. It's very rare for a peasant to rank up like you did, so I'm surprised you made it.
What? Who's saying that? Mysteriously, some voice came out of the sky to tell me about how I became a worker, Steve. But I couldn't think about it for too long, because out of nowhere, a new group of guards approached me.
Hey, follow us. We're gonna lead you to your new home.
I followed the guards to my new home, but as we were walking, the voice came back.
Welcome to the Worker Steve Civilization. Your job here is to collect resources and be a worker for the higher levels, or pretty much anything Steves need. If you fail to comply with this, you will be punished and at very worst, killed. You're about to be at your house, so I'll let you settle in to the Worker Steve Civilization.
Well, so much for the guards being nicer up here.
Alright, here we are. This is your new home.
What? This is it? This is barely any better than the peasant Steve area.
Oh yeah? Well, what are you gonna do about it? Buy a new house?
I guess not.
Yeah, you're right about that. Anyways, we gotta give you your job now.
Look what he got.
Oh, wow, that sucks. I wouldn't want to be you. Your new job is building houses for the peasants. Hopefully you can make some nice ones for your little peasant Steve friends. Hey, maybe they'll want to come up here and end up failing a water bucket clutch like you almost did.
All right, well, you have work in 30 minutes, so we'll let you get to it.
Wait, hold on. Don't leave yet. Where do I even go?
Another day of watching someone else do all my work for me. This is so relaxing. I could do this forever.
Yeah, I bet you're having a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, I am. Now would you pick up those blocks and build your house so I don't have to punish you?
Alright, dang, I get it. I tried to ignore the guards for now. I couldn't risk getting punished and possibly being sent back down to the peasant Steve civilization. I don't know if I could complete that rank up challenge again. I just got lucky. Alright, so building this house shouldn't be hard. I remember exactly what the peasant Steve house looks like. I lived there for a long time. We should just have to place a wall here, a door right here, and if I remember correctly, that should be it. And you know what? While we're at it, why don't we just add some wood to it? Put some right here, just like this, and that should be fine, right?
Oh my god, did you seriously just mess that up? God, you peasants can't do anything. Well, I guess I have no choice now.
Wait, please, no! Huh? What is this place?
Just keep complying. We're bringing you to the court so we can figure out what your punishment is.
Punishment? Are you sure I need all that? All I did was strip a log.
Too bad. We don't play about that around here.
The guards had brought me inside of a courtroom and put me up on a stand. There was even a Steve judge, Steve jury, and even some regular worker Steves in attendance.
Welcome to Steve Court. I see this is your first time here, so I'm not gonna drag this out any longer than it has to be. We've got a Steve jury right here to decide your fate.
Okay.
Alright, so it says right here, after arriving at your first job for 2 minutes, you stripped a log on one of
No way! God, you really did that?
What? It wasn't even that bad.
Honestly, that's horrible. Personally, I kinda blame the guards for even letting that happen in the first place.
Alright, I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again, sir.
And as for you, since it's your first day here, this will be the only time that I have some sort of compassion for you peasant Steve kind of people. I hereby sentence you to working in the peasant Steve sewers. That's probably where you belong anyways.
Working in the sewers? That doesn't sound that bad. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I could have gotten killed or something.
Alright, come on. I'll show you where it's at. Honestly, I'd rather become a peasant Steve than be sentenced to work in their sewers.
What? What's so bad about it?
I mean, you're literally worse than a peasant Steve working here. You have to clean the peasant sewage. This is embarrassing. I'd never let anyone see me doing this.
The sewage job didn't sound horrible. My worst fear was being sent back down to the lower layer. But at this point, I definitely couldn't break any more rules or they would send me down there instantly. I'm on thin ice.
Alright, this is it. Here's the sewers.
So what? We're here. What work do I have to do?
Is it not self-explanatory? Just pick up the trash, peasant.
Okay, fine. Calm down. So I started picking up the trash, trying not to break any more rules in this place. One more slip up and I'm gonna get demoted or even killed.
You know, the faster you clean all this up, the sooner they'll let you back up into a normal job.
Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna get back to cleaning now.
Yeah, so hurry it up. I don't want to stay here any longer than we have to.
Alright, I'll just grab this piece and this one. Here we go.
Hey, I think you missed a piece.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah, so clean it up.
Alright, I got it.
Alright then, good job. Keep going.
That was really weird.
Hey, I think you missed some more.
Dude, what? I swear this wasn't here before.
No, it definitely was. Pick it up before I send you back to be one of those peasants.
Okay, dude, fine. God, this is gonna take forever. This place is filthy.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever if you keep missing trash.
What are you talking about? I've literally gotten everything. Dude.
So are you gonna keep cleaning or just waste our time?
Dude, you're definitely just placing these down. There's no way I missed all this.
What? How dare you accuse me of that?
I'm not cleaning any of this.
Oh, so you're telling me you want to die? You know, no one's gonna find you down here in these sewers.
What? Okay, chill, I'll clean it. I cleaned the rest of the trash and continued dealing with the guard. But if I have to work in these sewers for much longer, honestly, I'd rather just be a peasant Steve again. Alright, we gotta be almost done, right?
I don't know, maybe if you'd quit taking so long.
Alright, well, this looks like the last bit of trash, so if we just get rid of this... there's a ladder right here. Is that normal?
Definitely not. There's not supposed to be anything down here.
So, what is it?
Guess there's only one way to find out.
Me and the guard headed down the ladder, not sure of what we'd find inside. Just looks like a bunch of bookshelves.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, hold on. There's a door right here.
Oh, what's inside?
I guess let's find out. Huh. Oh, well, would you look at this? Looks like a bunch of peasants are breaking the rules and trying to start a revolution.
Wait, what are we gonna do to them?
They're peasants. They don't belong here at all. We need backup now, and every single one of them is getting punished.
Please, we're just trying to survive.
Every one of you get out of this room, and don't even try running. You're all under arrest.
The guard led us all out of the sewers towards the jail to put all the trespassing peasants in prison. It was kinda sad just watching these thieves get punished, especially because not too long ago, I was a peasant just like them. Hey, so what's gonna happen to them?
Well, at best they'll get sent back to peasant thief civilization and be forced to work free for the rest of their lives, but honestly, they'll probably just get killed.
What? Isn't that a little crazy?
Nah, not at all. It was a good find by you today. I appreciate you helping me because I'm gonna get a good pay from this. If you're able to keep that up, you honestly might have potential to become a guard like me one day.
Well, how would I even go about that if I wanted to?
Well, to put it simply, Steve civilization is a hierarchy. In order to be actually accepted in society, you need to be good at pretty much every aspect of life. Whether that be building, fighting, parkour, you need to be pretty good at anything.
Okay, well, I don't even know how to rank up from this layer.
Well, it's not common for a peasant to rank up at all, so it might be a bit harder for you. But you need to challenge a warrior Steve to a Steve battle. A Steve battle can be based around anything, and since Steves need to be good at every skill, they can pick whatever they want to challenge you in. Like parkour, combat, building, you know, the usual.
Okay, well, that should be easy. I don't know if you heard, but I did land a ladder clutch.
Yeah, I don't know what they tell you down there, but everybody here can do that. You're not special. Also, warrior Steves are some of the strongest Steves in existence. If they get to pick the battle, they can pick whatever skill they're the best at, so I doubt you'll stand a chance.
Well, maybe if I can train, I'll be able to beat them. Is there anywhere I could prepare for battle?
Oh, yeah. All the good players go to
Hey, get on in here. We need you to help with paperwork.
Oh, crap. Gotta go. Good luck, though.
Wait, no, not yet. Come back. Okay, well, there goes the advice I was gonna get. I headed back home trying to think of ways I could train or prepare for a battle with a warrior Steve to rank up to whatever's on the next layer of Steve civilization. Maybe I'll become a guard or something. But I made my mind up. I'm gonna leave worker Steve civilization and I'm gonna continue ranking up until I can leave this place once and for all. But considering only a couple days ago I was a peasant on the lowest layer of civilization, there's no way I could be a warrior. I need some way to train. So I found a nearby guard in hopes that he could give me some info. Hey, do you know where I could go to train for a bit?
Oh, yeah. Right over there by the... Wait a second. Are you the peasant who ranked up?
Yeah? How do you know who I am?
Dude, all the guards have been talking about you. You're pretty popular here.
Wait, really?
Yeah, of course. It's been forever since the last peasant ranked up, and we haven't seen him in years.
That's weird. Well, I'm planning on ranking up even more, so where can I go to train so I can actually be a warrior Steve?
Well, there's a training gym right down the road. There's an entry fee, but you should be able to get enough with one day's work.
Crap. Well, I have to go to my job for today anyways. Thanks for the help.
Of course. And hey, don't tell the other guards I said this, but I'm rooting for you. I hope you rank up.
Wow, that's weird. I've never seen a guard be nice to me before. But anyways, I had to get to my job because if I wanted to be a warrior Steve, I'd need a lot of training. All right, let's get this over with. Just tell me what to do.
Just head on down into the mines and don't come back up until your shift is over.
All right, that shouldn't be too hard. Finally, after an hour of mining, I've got like a stack of iron. I don't know how much the guards will pay me for this, but it should be more than enough to get me into the gym. All right, here, I've got 61 raw iron for you. It took a lot of work, but I need the money bad.
Wow, that's a pretty good haul. Here, this is your cut. 2 iron.
Dude, what? There's no way you're serious. I just gave you 61 iron.
Yeah, and you get 2 of it. Quit complaining or I'll make it 1.
Dude, whatever. Even though 2 iron is basically nothing, I'd made my way over to the training gym to see if I could get a little practice in. And to my surprise, it was actually enough. 1 iron is enough to get you 30 minutes of training. With my 2 iron, I secured myself an entire hour of practice. As I walked in, I saw 4 different sectors in the gym. 1 for combat, 1 for parkour, 1 for building, and 1 for Steve trivia. I made my way over to the first area to start training combat. And as I walked in, I was greeted by a training guard.
No way. Is that the peasant Steve? Dude, what are you doing here?
What? I gotta practice for when I fight the warrior Steve.
Really though, why are you here?
I'm serious, I need practice.
Okay, well, come at me then.
I approached the trainer thinking maybe I'd have a chance, but as soon as I got close, I instantly got comboed and put down to 1 heart. Okay, I surrender. Dude, how did you do that? That was insane.
Dude, I was barely even trying.
You have to be like the best Steve out there.
No, I promise you, every warrior Steve is 10 times better than I am. You obviously have a lot of training to do.
Unsatisfied with my performance, I moved on to the next training category, parkour. As I walked in, I saw a massive parkour course and a giant timer.
Please complete the parkour course in front of you as fast as you can.
That actually sounds really easy. This should be fun. As I made my way through the parkour course, I realized this might be a bit harder than I thought. There were a bunch of 3 and 4 block jumps and even a neo jump. These are all jumps I've never even seen before. But with every fail, I made my way back over and over and over again. But eventually, I made it to the final jump, a double neo. There's no way I could ever complete this. Double neos are practically impossible. If this is what it takes to be a warrior Steve, I might be done for. But I attempted the jump anyways, and of course, I failed. So shamefully, I made my way all the way back to the start. This is too hard, dude. I give up.
Player has given up after 34 minutes and 7 seconds. The average Warrior Steve completion time is around 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Oh god, I'm screwed. I made my way to the next training area to practice building. When I got there, there was a demo build in the middle of the room and a platform for me to build on.
Please memorize the build and get ready to recreate it as fast as possible.
Okay, that sounds pretty easy. The build in the middle disappeared and I tried my hardest to recreate it perfectly. I recreated the peasant Steve house easily, so this should be pretty easy too. I finished as quickly as I could, and honestly, I was kind of confident. Dude, this looks pretty good.
Your build was completed in 49 seconds and was 53% accurate.
Oh, never mind, I guess. I made my way out and started heading to the final training area. As I walked into the Steve trivia sector, there was a button and a giant screen. When I walked up to the button, a question appeared on the screen and was read out to me.
Welcome to Steve Trivia. For your first question, how tall is every Steve?
Oh, that's easy. We're 6 feet tall.
Wrong. Steves are 5 feet 11 inches.
Dude, what? That's literally the exact same thing. After seeing all the categories for the Steve battles, I knew this might be a little harder than I thought. So after heading out of the gym, I walked home and started to think about this battle. I'm tired of the disrespect the guards put all us Steves through, so if I want some freedom or even to be able to change how things are run around here, the first step is to rank up. So for the next week, I spent every second training inside this gym. Since the warriors get to pick what category to fight me in, I need to train every single category to make sure I can hold my ground in each mode. And finally, 6 days later, I started to see my work pay off.
How many times are we gonna do this, dude?
Come on, man, just one more. I'm feeling it on this one.
Alright, whatever.
Just like every other time, me and the guard started our fight, but to my surprise, I got a crazy combo on him.
Whoa. Okay, I surrender.
Wait, are you serious?
Dude, I don't know how you did that. You've gotten so much better.
Wait, really? Do you think I'm finally ready?
No, absolutely not. You might be better, but there's no way you're beating a warrior, Steve.
Whatever, dude. Just a week ago, I couldn't stand a chance against this guy. And even if the trainer doesn't think so, I think I finally might be able to win against a warrior Steve. So I made my way back home and slept it off. In the morning, I would finally rank up and leave worker Steve's civilization.
Hey, get up. It's time for your job.
Oh, I'm actually not going to my job today. I'm gonna go challenge a warrior to a Steve battle.
Dude, you're funny. But seriously, come on, get to work.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm gonna rank up today.
You've got to be kidding. You're literally a peasant, Steve. You don't stand a chance.
I don't care. I'm done letting you guys boss me around down here.
Come on, man. You know what happens if you lose, right?
I don't know. I'll probably just come back here or something.
No, if you lose, they kill you. And I don't know if you knew, but there's no coming back from death. It's permanent.
Really? Isn't that a bit harsh?
Come on, man. You should know by now. Punishments in Steve's civilization are harsh.
Okay, well, there's no turning back now. I have to do this.
Alright, well, let me show you to the challenge arena. There should be a warrior Steve waiting there for you.
The guard led me to the Steve Battle Challenge Arena, and honestly, I was not as confident as I was earlier. All I could hope is that maybe this warrior Steve would go easy on me.
Alright, here you go. Just head on in and the warrior Steve will handle it from there.
Alright, thanks.
Hey, before you go, good luck. Us guards aren't really supposed to care about you guys, but I really hope you win.
Thanks, man. Me too. I walked into the arena and was greeted by a Steve that looked like he was straight out of a movie. Hey, are you the warrior I'm battling?
Yeah. Wait, it's you? Aren't you the peasant?
Yeah, that's me.
Aw, man, I've heard so many stories about you. Sucks that I have to kill you, man.
Oh, right. As we were entering the challenge arena, a voice came over the intercom and asked the warrior Steve what game mode he'd like to challenge me in.
I choose the build battle.
Build battle selected.
Sorry, man, but I've never lost one of these, and I don't think my first loss will be to a peasant.
In about 15 seconds, a demo build will appear on the platform in the middle. You will each have 1 minute to recreate it. The person with the most accurate build will win. It's best of 3, so the first person to win twice will officially win the Steve battle.
Oh, this should be easy. I've done this so many times before. The demo build appeared in the middle for about 5 seconds and then disappeared. It looked pretty easy, so both the warrior and I started quickly recreating the build. But as I neared the end, I started to forget where certain blocks went, and I got super nervous. Uh-oh, was this a log or a plank? I can't remember.
Time's up.
Oh god, this looks bad.
Dude, what is that? That's exactly what I'd expect from a peasant Steve.
Warrior Steve's build was finished with 87% accuracy, while your build was finished with 44% accuracy. Round 1 goes to the warrior.
Oh god, I'm actually gonna lose.
Round 2 begins now.
A completely new build appeared on the demo stand, and I immediately got to work. If I lose this round, I'm dead permanently, and Steve's civilization will never be saved.
Time's up. Please put down your blocks while I calculate your builds.
Well, it's been fun, but you didn't stand a chance from the start.
Peasant Steve, your build was completed with 79% accuracy.
That's not that bad.
That's cute. It's definitely not good enough, though.
Warrior Steve, your build was completed with 22% accuracy.
What? There's no way that's right. You have to recheck that.
Round 3 is beginning now. Please get ready.
Somehow, I was still in. One more round of this and it's finally over. But that could also mean that after this next round, I could be dead forever.
You just got lucky. Trust me, you're not winning this round.
The build appeared on the demo platform, and instead of instantly starting on my build, I took a moment to study it. After 5 seconds, the build disappeared, and I got to work. I placed each and every block with 100% confidence. I couldn't risk losing this round.
Time is up. Final round is over.
You're done for. I'm not losing to a peasant.
There's no way I was gonna let myself fail this early into my journey. Steve's civilization needs to change, and no one else is confident enough to make it happen. I was going to be the one to save Steve's civilization.
The winner of the Steve build battle by a 4% difference is the Peasant Steve.
What? I actually won?
What? There's no way that's true. I demand a recount. I would never lose to a peasant.
Congratulations, Peasant Steve. You have officially won. The guards will escort you to your new lair.
I can't believe it. I actually beat a warrior Steve. These guys are considered to be the strongest Steves in existence.
You got lucky, kid, but you still got a lot ahead of you. I wouldn't get too excited yet.
The guards led me up an elevator onto the next layer, but when I got there, all I could see was a boring office. But that's when I saw a Steve sitting at a desk in front of me. Hey, is this the new layer? I don't know if I'm in the right spot.
You're in the right spot. This is the waiting room. But before I send you out there, there's a couple things I need to explain to you. Things here don't run like you're used to. For the time you're here, you're gonna be put through a set of challenges called the Steve Trials. The Steve Trials are a group of challenges to determine if you're worthy enough to be a Steve or not. Not many are, but if you're worthy, you'll become a warrior Steve and be considered one of the strongest in existence. Of course, this will earn you lots of freedoms. But if you're deemed unworthy, like most others, you'll become a guard and be forced to work with the peasants on the lower layers for the rest of your life.
Wait, so you're saying all of the guards used to be Steves?
Yes, at one point they were all here, just like you are now. Although, I've never seen a peasant make it this far. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Well, congratulations on all your progress. The guards will escort you to your new home and let you prepare for the Steve Trials.
The guards opened up the doors and led me outside, and to my surprise, I wasn't trapped inside a set of walls anymore. There were trees, animals, and a whole bunch of Steves here just wandering around. On all the previous levels, Steves rarely left their house. Everybody was too scared of the guards. But here, it seems like everyone is free. But as I was walking home, I noticed something weird. It seemed like everyone was staring at me. Everywhere I looked, there was another group of Steves staring or whispering.
You've got a bit of a reputation around here. Don't let it get to your head. I doubt it's true anyways. Alright, here's your new home. You're gonna stay here for about a week. By the end of that, they'll decide if you're worthy.
Wait, who's they?
You'll find out soon. Good luck.
Very confused by what the guard meant, I settled into my new home. But after sitting around for a bit, I couldn't stop thinking about what he said. Who's they? And why do they get to decide if I'm worthy? I decided decided if I wanted some answers, the best idea would probably be to head outside and explore. There's plenty of Steves here. I'm sure at least one of them knows something that might be helpful. The first thing I wanted to check out was the challenge arena. If there was any information that I could get, it would be there. But as I approached the doors, I noticed someone walking out of the challenge arena. Hey, did you just get out of a challenge?
Yeah, it was the scariest thing I've ever done.
What? It's that bad?
Dude, just become a guard while you still have a chance. It's not worth the trouble.
There's no way it's that difficult. Most of the challenges up to this point have been pretty easy. I tried to ignore what this Steve said and got back to looking for information. As I was wandering around just admiring the landscape of this new terrain, I noticed a Steve standing by a tree all by himself. Hey, what are you doing?
Just relaxing. I've got a challenge tomorrow, so I'm calming my nerves. Hey, you're the peasant, right?
Yeah, it's a little weird how everyone here just knows who I am.
Well, obviously everyone knows who you are. I've never heard of a peasant ranking up. You know, some people think you're the chosen one. The Steve sent to save Steve's civilization.
That's ridiculous. People don't actually believe that, right?
You'd be surprised. You're kind of a legend around here.
Weird. Well, I kinda just got here, so how do these whole Steve trials work?
Well, you've got about a week to prove that you're worthy.
How do I do that?
Well, they'll put you through a set of 3 challenges over the next couple days. Each of the challenges is said to represent a different part of being a Steve.
Do you know what the challenges are?
No. Everyone else just arrived here recently like you did.
You're telling me everyone here beat a warrior Steve too?
What? No. Almost everyone here is born onto this layer. You're probably one of the only people here who actually beat a warrior.
Isn't that a bit unfair?
Yeah, but that's just how it is. Look, if you can complete all 3 challenges, he'll deem you worthy and you can move on to being a warrior.
Okay, but who is he? Who gets to decide if I'm worthy or not?
Look, we're not really supposed to say.
Come on, man. If you really think I'm the chosen one, you have to help me.
Okay, fine, you're right. But no one really knows who he is. Everyone here just calls him the King Steve. Rumor has it that he's the one Steve above them all. He controls pretty much everything that happens on every single layer. Some believe he even built this place from the ground up, but that sounds a little crazy to me.
Why is he doing this? What does he get out of forcing innocent Steves to compete against each other?
I have no idea, but if there's anyone who's able to figure it out, it's you.
You're right. Thank you. I'm gonna try my hardest to make a difference here. I said goodbye and made my way back to my house. Although most of what I heard was just rumors, I had a bit more of an idea of what was going on. I don't know if anything the other Steves are saying about me is true, but maybe I am the chosen one. I was the first peasant to rank up in years. Not only that, but a couple days later, I beat a warrior Steve in a Steve battle. Maybe there is something special about me. But either way, I had my first challenge tomorrow, so I went to bed hoping that tomorrow wouldn't be my last day in Steve civilization.
Wake up. Come on, I don't have all day.
Dude, what?
Hurry up, it's time for your first challenge.
What are you talking about? It's the middle of the night. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, I don't care. Come on, let's go.
The guard led me through town and to the challenge arena. I still had no idea what this challenge was going to be. What I did know is that I'm not going to give up now. I'm this close to getting freedom.
Good luck. I can't wait to see you fail. I can already tell you're not worthy.
Come on, man. I know you're just jealous. You know, now it kind of makes sense why you guys are always so grumpy. You're just nervous because you know a peasant is going to become a warrior and you're not.
Yeah, right. Let's see you keep this confidence after this challenge. You don't know what you've got coming.
The door to the challenge arena opened up and I walked inside. It looked like I was inside some kind of giant coliseum.
Welcome to Challenge 1. Your only goal is to survive for the next 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That actually sounds pretty easy. A suit of leather armor appeared on my body and I was given a wooden sword. My best guess was that I'd probably have to fight something off. And that's when, out of nowhere, a horde of what had to be 10 zombies spawned right in front of me. Really? This is it? This is gonna be so easy. Carefully, I took out all the zombies one by one, only taking about a heart of damage. That was so easy. There's still 8 minutes left. What do I do now? Right as I thought I was in the clear, an even bigger horde spawned right in front of me. This time, they had on full iron armor. I tried my hardest to take out all of these zombies, but it was definitely more of a challenge. It took me almost twice as long, but I was still able to take them all out. Although, I lost almost all of my health this time. I picked up all of the leftover gear from the zombies and put it on for a bit of extra protection. But that's when a voice came over the intercom and started explaining something to me.
Congratulations on completing round 2 of 3. Before this final round, we will heal you back to full health. because this next round will be more difficult than anything you have ever seen.
Come on, this is really easy. I've got iron armor and full health. Plus, there's only 5 minutes left on the timer. There's literally no way I lose this.
Please prepare for the final round.
I got ready for the final round to start. I doubt there's anything that could be strong enough to kill me at this point, so I'm not really worried. Maybe I am worthy after all. A gate started to open in front of me, and although I was confident, what I saw inside shattered all of that confidence. This was something I had never seen before.
This is the mutant zombie. Survive for 5 more minutes with him hunting you down and you win. Good luck.
The mutant zombie started running towards me immediately. I tried to fight back, but it grabbed me and threw me into the air. There's no way I was gonna survive the full 5 minutes with this guy here. I had to find a way to kill him, and fast. But while I was running away, trying to buy time, I found something weird. In the corner of the arena, I found a pile of dripstone. Someone must have left this behind. I knew immediately that this would be the answer to all of my problems. But I was still being chased by this giant mutant zombie. If I wanted a chance to kill him, I needed a bit of free time. So I waited for him to charge at me, and as soon as he did, I made a run for the only area I could see that would give me an opportunity to trap him. But now I was completely trapped in a corner. If this didn't work, I'd be for sure dead. Hey zombie, come get me. The zombie started charging towards me. I only had 1 shot. I couldn't miss this. As the mutant zombie got closer, I got ready to drop the dripstone. If I missed this, I'd be killed and Steve's civilization would never be saved. I had to time this perfectly. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. I actually did it.
Congratulations, you made it through the first challenge of the Steve trials. Please make your way out of the arena. You'll have about a day to prepare for the next challenge. Good luck.
I made my way out of the arena, still confused by what just happened. Someone must have left those dripstone there. But who? It could just be a coincidence, but I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching over me.
Wait, you survived? How?
I don't know. I guess I just got lucky.
Yeah, clearly. If I'm not worthy and a peasant like you is, something's obviously wrong.
Come on, man. I've made it this far. Obviously, I'm better than you think.
Yeah, right. Get out of here already. We're about to switch out the arena for your next challenge tomorrow. I'm sure you won't make it past that one.
I walked back into town trying to think of ways that I could prepare for the next challenge. These Steve trials are supposed to be the hardest task in all of Steve's civilization, and I almost died on the easiest one. If I want hope of surviving the next challenge, I need some kind of advantage. So I made my way around town looking for anyone who would have any kind of information. And that's when I found a group sitting by themselves. I decided to approach him and see what he knew. Hey man, do you know what tomorrow's challenge is?
Nah, no one's allowed to know what it is before we go in.
So you're telling me no one here knows anything about the challenges?
Well, there's a few rumors circulating, but that's about it.
What rumors?
Well, I heard that the first challenge was the easiest by far, and that the other 2 challenges are practically impossible to complete.
There's no way that's true. Killing a mutant zombie was the easiest challenge?
Mutant zombie? What are you talking about?
The last challenge, where we had to face the mutant zombie?
I don't know what you're talking about. The zombies look normal to me. What even is a mutant zombie?
Never mind, I guess. Well, thanks for the help. I'm gonna get going.
Okay, good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, you too. That was weird. How does he not know what a mutant zombie is? We literally just fought one. Something weird is going on. Was I the only person who had to fight a mutant zombie? That doesn't make any sense. Either way, I still knew nothing about the next challenge except that it's going to be harder than the previous. So I still needed some information. I made my way back to the challenge arena hoping I could find anything that might help me. But by the time I got there, the door was closed. There's no way to open this door from the outside, so I had to find a different way in. But that's when I remembered there are no guards monitoring us around here. I can do basically whatever I want. I could probably just dig into this wall here and see what the next challenge is early. I knew there were guards inside, so I still had to be careful. But if I could sneak in and get an early look at the next challenge, I would have a huge advantage. So I mined into the wall, but what I saw inside surprised me. It was just a small room with a staircase going up. Why is this here? As confused as I was, this is exactly what I was looking for. I made my way up the staircase hoping it would be the next area, and when I got to the top, I saw exactly what I was hoping for.
God, you're just useless, aren't you?
Dude, shut up. I'm trying my hardest.
How hard is it to make a TNT cannon? If you can't do it, how do you expect the Steves to do it?
Dude, well then, how about you do it?
Sorry, bro. I'm busy.
It seems like some kind of TNT cannon battle.
Come on, the peasant's gonna spawn on that platform, so just make sure the cannon can reach over there.
Come on, man. Do we really have to do this? And why do we even care what happens to this peasant?
Shut up, man. He told me personally to make sure the peasant doesn't be the Steve Trials. You know what'll happen if we fail, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, are they talking about me? Who told them to make sure I don't win?
Okay, this should land perfectly on the peasant's platform.
Good. There's no way he survives this.
Oh god, they're rigging the challenge against me.
Hopefully it'll take care of the peasant and make sure he doesn't move on.
I took a second to analyze the machine they were building and made sure I'd be able to recreate. If I'm able to recreate their own machine in the challenge tomorrow, I could actually fight back. And after getting a good look at the machine they made, I made my way out of the arena, scared of what might happen in the next challenge. But when I got home, I got to thinking about the first challenge. Where did that dripstone come from? Someone had to have left it there for me. And how come there was a convenient staircase right where I broke into the wall? A lot of weird things are going on, and I'm not sure why. But what I did know is that tomorrow could be my last day here, so I needed a good night's rest. I slept off all my worries, hoping whoever was watching over me would be able to help me in my next challenge tomorrow.
Come on, wake up. It's time for challenge 2.
Alright, let's get this over with. Hey, can you tell me anything about the new challenge?
All I can tell you is that you're definitely not making it through. No one's here to save you this time.
Up to this point, I've been confident, but knowing that this challenge and many others could be rigged against me, it had me really worried. The guard led me and another Steve into the arena at the same time.
Come on, you come this way.
He led me up a staircase into a giant room with a huge lava pool at the bottom.
Step onto the platform.
This is the exact arena I saw yesterday, and sure enough, I was on the platform they said I would be. But on the other platform in front of me was an innocent Steve. It looked like we'd have to fight each other.
Both of you will be given the materials to build a TNT cannon. The first person to completely destroy the other player's platform, knocking them into the lava, wins.
Okay, I remember the machine they built yesterday. If I could recreate that, I might actually have a chance.
3, 2, 1, begin.
I immediately got to work trying to remember all of the details of the machine I saw yesterday. It looked like the way this machine worked is that the back dispenser would determine how much power the cannon shoots with, and the one at the end is just the projectile. I quickly finished the machine and it seemed like it was ready to fire. I loaded the cannon and got ready to shoot, hoping that I built this machine correctly. 3, 2, 1. What? Oh no. I missed my opponent's platform completely, giving him a perfect opportunity to hit me back. The other Steve loaded his cannon and shot, but conveniently, he missed too.
Dude, what are you doing? We literally practiced this.
I quickly hurried to reload my machine and get ready to fire again. This was the perfect opportunity to get the jump on him, but clearly I was too slow. Wait. Oh god, my machine is broken. I tried my hardest to fix the machine as quick as possible. It wouldn't be long before the other Steve reloaded and shot another round at me.
I'm sorry, man. I don't want to kill you.
Hey, don't sympathize with him. Finish him.
Come on, quick. I need to load these to change the amount of power the cannon shoots with. This should be about right. Come on, please. Yes, I did it. I might actually have a chance. I couldn't give up now. I moved quickly, trying to reload my cannon and shoot at him again before he could repair his cannon. But since I was rushing, I made a grave mistake. All right, come on. Oh no.
Huh, that was horrible. You're done for now.
I quickly rushed to reload my machine, but I was too slow. The other Steve hit my machine right in its core, destroying everything. My platform was starting to look a little unsafe. A couple more TNT and I might actually lose. I started repairing my cannon, but as I neared the end, I started to forget how to build the machine. Oh god, how do I build this again? I started stressing and placing blocks in the complete wrong spot, but before I could even figure it out... Wait, I'm alive? Somehow, I was lucky enough to survive on one remaining block.
What? Dude, you should be dead by now.
I quickly rebuilt myself a little platform to repair my cannon on. I almost just died. If I lose, then I'll be dead forever. There's no respawning. But there's no time to sit around and worry about that right now. I need to shoot back fast. I rebuilt my cannon, but this time adding an extra projectile dispenser at the end to make sure that this last shot would secure me the win. All right, this is it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, I actually win.
There's actually no way. How do you keep winning?
I don't know. I guess I'm just getting lucky.
God, come on. I'll lead you back into town. I don't know how you keep getting so lucky, but I know you're not the chosen one like everyone says you are. Don't forget where you came from. You're still a peasant to me.
Whatever, man. I know you're just jealous. Tomorrow is my final challenge. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might actually make it out of this place. These challenges haven't been easy, but clearly there's someone watching over me. If I'm truly worthy, tomorrow's challenge will be easy. I went to sleep excited for tomorrow, which was officially my last day in Steve's civilization. But in the middle of the night, I was woken up by a weird noise. What was that? Was that an explosion? I headed outside to see what was going on, and I saw a giant crater where someone's house used to be.
Hey, get back to your house. You're not supposed to be out here right now.
What's going on? Is anyone hurt?
I told you, go home. This is none of your business.
But somebody could be hurt.
We're handling it. Go home or I'll send you all the way back to the peasant layer where you belong.
Whatever, man. I walked away and went home, confused by what was going on. I hope no one's hurt. That looked really dangerous.
Gorf!
What the?
Gorf, over here!
Who's saying that? Who are you? How do you know my name?
Quick! I don't have much time! My distraction won't keep the guards off me for very long!
Wait, you blew up that house?
That doesn't matter right now! You need to listen to me!
Dude, someone could have gotten hurt.
Gorf, all of these challenges are rigged against you! You're not gonna win!
Yeah, I've figured that out by now. Who are you?
The King Steve is gonna do whatever he can to make sure you don't rank up. And even when you do, he'll just make your life more miserable.
How do you know all this? Seriously, who are you?
I can't tell you, but I need you to trust me. This next challenge is going to be something you've never seen before. It's gonna defy the physics you know.
How am I supposed to believe you when you won't even tell me who you are?
I just need you to trust me. Things are only gonna get worse once you complete this final challenge.
Whatever. You're just some crazy old man.
Wait! Who do you think put that dripstone there? Or who built that convenient staircase in the arena?
Wait. What are you saying?
I've been protecting you this entire time, but I won't be able to help you tomorrow. Just trust me when I say you should give up while you still can. Ranking up will be the worst decision of your life.
I can't just give up now. I've put so much work in.
The King Steve will never stop making your life miserable.
I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Because the rumors are true. You are the chosen one. You're gonna be the one to save Steve's civilization.
That's insane. Now I know you're just crazy. Leave me alone, man. He's obviously just a crazy old man. I'm not gonna save Steve's civilization. I just want to get out of here. I could start a whole new life out there. One with actual freedoms. I went to sleep trying to ignore everything I just heard. The next day when I woke up, I made my way to the arena, excited to finally get out of this place.
Come on in. Your final challenge is ready. This is your chance to prove that you're worthy.
The guard led me through a tunnel where I saw a line of all of the other remaining Steves. I slowly made my way to the front as all the other Steves made their way into the arena. And when I finally made it to the front, the gate opened and I saw a giant parkour course over lava. But the weirdest part, there were giant contraptions that actually defied Minecraft's physics. How is this possible? There were sweeping poles, spinning platforms, and giant wheels. None of this should be possible. But that's when I remembered this is exactly what the crazy old man was warning me about. Could he actually have been telling the truth?
Come on, man. We don't have all day.
Okay, I'm going.
The Steve in front of me started to make his way through the course. Wow, he's actually not doing too bad. Oh, well, never mind.
Yep, saw that coming. All right, peasant, your turn.
I stepped up to the first jump, prepared to fail miserably. The course started off immediately with some difficult jumps. There were 3 and 4 block jumps right here off the start, but after that, it got 10 times worse. There was a spinning platform that stuck out in 4 directions. It looked like I'd have to time my jump perfectly to make it safely onto this platform. If I time this perfectly, I should land on the platform just fine. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, thank God. Now I just have to jump off. All right, that was close, but we made it through. The regular parkour of this course was already hard enough. Now there's an entirely new feature that I don't even understand. This might be harder than I thought. I made my way through the next couple of jumps, but then I ran into some fence jumps. Dude, I didn't even have time to practice this. How am I supposed to make any of these jumps?
Hurry up, man. You're holding up the line.
Shut up, man. I don't want to die. I slowly made my way through the fence jumps, but after that, I made it to something even worse. In front of me was 5 poles swinging super fast. I had to make my way through them super carefully. For the first couple, it was pretty easy, but soon after, I ran into one going super fast. I would have to time this perfectly. All right, come on. Yes! Now just one more. Oh my God, that was close. After making it through this section, I was greeted by a Neo jump. but with everything else I just did, this felt like nothing in comparison. After parkouring through a couple more 3 and 4 block jumps, I made it to 2 floating blocks spinning insanely fast. This one was a lot like the first one, but 10 times more difficult. If I jumped even a millisecond late, I would miss and fall straight into the lava. So I made up a system. I would count the seconds in between the platforms and practice to make sure I timed it perfectly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, that was insane. Surprised I even made it onto the platform, I got excited. But that was until I realized I have to do it again just to get off. But luckily, using the same method, I was able to make it off safely. And as soon as I made it off, I was greeted by more fence jumps. But somehow, they got even smaller. They weren't even fence jumps. These were only a pixel wide. Carefully, I made my way through these jumps and I somehow actually survived. On the other side, there was a pole spinning super fast in front of me. As soon as I jump onto this, I'm gonna roll off. Maybe if I just run as fast as I can, I'll be able to balance and make it through. I was most nervous for this one so far. I had no real strategy and just had to hope that I got lucky. 3, 2, 1. Please, 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 come on, come on. Oh my god, that was so stressful. Moving on, there were 4 slopes made out of ice. If I stood still on these for even a second, I would slide off, meaning I had to make it through all of these jumps in one continuous motion. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I actually did it. Looks like I'm about halfway through the course, and with how well things are going up to this point, my confidence was through the roof. But that also means I was due for some bad luck. The next obstacle I came across was a long platform that spun vertically. If I wanted to make it to the other side, I need to run across as fast as I could. If I was even a second too slow, I'd tip over and get dumped into the lava. So I waited for the perfect moment to strike, and then I ran for it. At first, it looked like I wasn't going to make it. The platform was rotating way too fast, but luckily, I made it to the top. I quickly ran to the other side of the platform and jumped off, safely landing on a new platform. But this next obstacle was crazier than anything I had ever seen. It was a giant wheel with spinning hallways that made a super confusing maze. I somehow had to make it all the way to the top of this wheel. I entered the wheel and started trying to make my way through, but I kept getting confused and lost. I had no clue what was going on, but after a minute or two of running around trying to figure things out, I finally made it out. Wait, never mind. This is the start. 5 minutes later of mindlessly running through this rotating maze, I finally made it to the exit. Dude, finally. It looks like we've got one more obstacle left and we're finally free. Once we make it through this, we'll finally be able to leave Steve's civilization. This last obstacle seems pretty simple. It was a simple set of jumps, but I would have to make my way through it as fast as possible. Because even if I was a second too slow, I would get swept off into the lava. So I gathered myself and prepared for the last moment that would decide my freedom. 3, 2, 1. I did it! I actually made it! With only a couple remaining jumps, I made my way to the end, still amazed by the fact that I actually completed this physics-defying parkour course. Hello? Is anyone here?
Huh? Who's there? Oh, wait, someone actually completed it? Hi, this is the exit.
Are you serious? I actually get to leave?
Sort of. Come on, follow me.
The guard led me into an elevator reminiscent of the same elevator that I ranked up on from the peasant layer. I was once again ranking up to a new life, one better than the life I've been living for so long. At least, that's what I thought. But what I found was not freedom. It was something much, much worse. Oh my God. This isn't freedom, is it?
Not quite. But on the bright side, congratulations on becoming a warrior, Steve. Come on, follow me.
I couldn't believe it. I was told that the Steve trials were the final challenge, made to determine if I was worthy of being a Steve. But it was obvious I was lied to. Whatever this is, it's not freedom.
We're here for the king. He's gonna want to see this.
Is he expecting you? He's not really taking visitors right now. He's a very busy man.
Look, this is the peasant Steve. You might want to let us in.
Oh my god. Okay, make it quick.
The guards opened up the giant door to the castle. Inside, there was a long hallway with a throne at the end, and on top of it was the King Steve, the person running this entire civilization.
Trust me, listen to whatever the king has to say. If you disobey him, it's not gonna end well for you.
Quick, Steve, feed me some steak.
Of course, sir.
Excuse me, sir? I have someone here you're gonna want to talk to.
Who is this? It better be important. I'm super busy right now.
Well, this is the peasant Steve you've been worried about, and he actually completed the Steve trials.
Are you serious? How? I did everything I could to make sure you lost.
I don't know. I guess I'm just better than you thought.
Yeah, right. It was probably just luck.
I'm sorry, am I in trouble? I don't think I've done anything wrong.
Well, not yet, I guess. All you've done is rank up like you're supposed to. As long as you continue to abide by my rules, you'll be fine. Honestly, I'm impressed by how quickly you've managed to rank up. So here's the deal. Everyone who completes the Steve trials, which isn't many by the way, becomes a warrior Steve. On this layer of civilization, these warrior Steves will stay here for the rest of their lives and train to become the strongest warriors ever, just in case an army is needed in the future.
Wait, I don't understand. I thought if we completed the Steve trials, we'd get to leave. If I'm worthy of being a Steve, shouldn't I be able to go out and live life as a Steve?
Not quite. No one really leaves this place, ever. All these challenges are just made to train you to become the strongest warrior for my army.
So you're telling me there was never any way to leave?
Right. If you're born into Steve's civilization, then you'll die here too.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This means that my entire life has been a lie. I've spent weeks competing in stupid challenges to try and earn my freedom. But in reality, all I was doing was training for this king's stupid army. Don't you see how wrong this is? You can't just give people false hope of escaping. You put all these Steves through deadly challenges for literally no reason.
Yeah, right. You didn't have to rank up. You could have just stayed on the peasant layer where you belong and everything would have been fine. You were stuck here from the beginning, you just didn't realize it.
That's so unfair. You have to let me go. I did all your stupid challenges.
Guards, get this peasant out of here. I'm done with him.
The guards forcefully escorted me out of the castle. It seemed like I'd never see the king again, and all my hope of escaping this place was gone forever. I lost.
Come on, I'll show you your new home.
The guard led me to what seemed like a training camp for the warrior Steve. Inside it were 3 other warrior Steves.
This is your camp. You're gonna live here with these other Steves for the rest of your life, so you might want to try and get along.
Hey man, welcome to the camp. It's nice to have a new face around here.
How long did it take you to complete all the challenges?
Oh, probably like a couple of weeks.
Are you serious? How?
Dude, it took me like 2 years to get here.
Wait, are you the peasant everybody's been talking about?
Yeah, probably. Seems like everybody's been talking about me.
No way, dude. It's actually you. Dude, I've heard so many stories.
Is it true you actually killed a mutant zombie?
Yeah, it was really nothing though.
Dude, you're a legend. I heard you beat a warrior Steve in a Steve battle on your second day.
That's insane. Someone even told me you're the chosen Steve, and that you'd be the one to finally get us out of this place.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too, but I don't really think it's true. As much as I wish I could, I don't know if I can really save you guys. I just want to escape this place myself.
Well, don't worry. There's not much you can do anymore anyways. Saving Steve's civilization isn't really something that can be done.
The Steves were right. There were no more rank up challenges or Steve trials that I could complete to earn more freedom. I was pretty much just stuck here forever. But there's no way I could just accept that. Does the king really expect me to sit here and fight in his army for the rest of my life? I can't give up on my goals now. Escaping can't be impossible. With the right plan, I'm sure there's still a way to leave. No, this isn't the end. I know something that can be done. I just need you guys' help.
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I gathered everyone around and started to explain my plan. All 4 of us would make our way to the other warrior camps and convince them all to fight for our cause and go on strike to protest the king. It might be difficult to convince some of them due to how scared they are of the king, but with enough convincing, I'm sure we could get enough of them. After we convinced them all to quit training, maybe he'd see me as enough of a threat to just let me go. All the other warriors seemed on board with this plan, so for the remainder of the day, we made our way around the camps making other warriors aware of our plans. And after successfully convincing about 6 different camps to quit training with us, I was approached by a guard.
Excuse me, the king is asking for you.
This was it. The King Steve had obviously taken notice of what I was doing. Now was my chance to convince him to finally let me go. The guard led me back to the castle and to the king. As I got close, I could tell that the king was furious.
What are you doing? What is your goal? What do you accomplish by brainwashing all my warriors?
Really, all I want is to make you mad.
Well, you're clearly succeeding. You have to stop now.
That's not gonna happen. The only way you get your warriors back is if you let me walk free and leave Steve's civilization.
You know I'm not gonna do that. You're stuck here forever just like all the others.
Fine. I guess I'll just keep ruining this incredible army you've spent years building.
Wait, no, you can't. I've spent so long training these Steves into worthy warriors.
I don't care. I'm just gonna keep ruining everything you've built until you let me leave.
I can't just let you leave, but there is something. What if we settle this with one final battle? One fight to decide who's truly more worthy. Just one Steve battle. If you win, I'll let you become king and leave Steve's civilization forever. You could start your own life outside and everything.
And what happens if I lose?
If I win, you'll have to quit fighting against me forever. and stay here as one of my warriors for the rest of your life, with no hope of ever escaping.
As risky as this sounds, this is exactly what I've been waiting for my entire life. This is the first actual chance I have to leave this place. An opportunity to start my own life. Okay, I'll do it, but only if I get to pick the category of the Steve battle.
Fine, let's do this.
The king and all his guards escorted me down the layers of Steve civilization and towards the Steve battle arena, the same place I fought the warrior all those days ago. As we made our way into the arena, a group of Steves were huddled up outside of the doors. They must have caught wind of what was going on.
Please, you have to win. You're our only hope.
I followed the king into the arena where I would pick our category.
Please pick a category for your Steve battle.
Pick wisely. You only get one shot.
I choose combat, a 1v1 to the death.
Combat selected. Please make your way into the arena.
The guards finally left the king's side for the first time as we walked into the arena. It was just me and him in this giant arena.
You will both be given a kit of items for your fight. The last person standing in this arena will be the winner. The first person to die or surrender will lose. Please prepare to begin.
I had prepared for this moment my entire life. This singular fight is all that's standing between me and a life of freedom.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
As soon as we were given our kits, the king immediately charged at me. Even though I was caught off guard, I was able to block most of his attacks with my shield. But when I was least expecting it, he pulled out an axe and broke my shield. Within seconds of this happening, he put me into an insane combo and started draining my health. I had to do something. I decided to place a cobweb under his feet, causing him to get stuck and lose his combo. With this time I had, I was able to heal back to full health using one of my golden apples. But it wasn't long before he was out of the cobweb and making his way back towards me. This time, when he got close, I got a couple good hits in. It was mostly back and forth, but out of nowhere, once again, he got an insane combo on me. If I didn't do something back quick, I'd be dead for sure. I pulled out my bow and quickly shot at him, knocking him back and giving me a bit of space. I kept bowing him over and over until I had enough space to heal. Once again, I ate my golden apple and healed back to full health. Clearly, things were not going my way. If this kept happening, I would be dead in no time. I had to get creative quick. I charged back into battle, but this time searching for a weakness. Any flaw in his fighting style that I could use against him to win this battle. And that's when I saw it. Every time I stuck him in a cobweb, he would rely on his water to escape. If I could get rid of his water, he would be stuck in a cobweb and I could easily finish him off. So while we were fighting, I made it seem like I accidentally placed my lava bucket and missed, when in reality, I just wanted a spare bucket to be able to steal his water from him.
God, you're worse than I thought. You could just give up now and maybe I'd spare you.
The king charged at me once again, but this time I knew what I was doing. I placed a cobweb right in front of him and got ready, and sure enough, seconds later, he placed his water to try and escape, but I was ready this time. I picked up his water, causing him to be stuck in the cobweb with no escape. I started critting him out. At this point, he was pretty much already dead.
Wait, no, please don't.
I ignored his pleading and kept critting him. It was time I ended this once and for all.
Please, I'll let you leave. Don't kill me.
I knew killing him wasn't the right thing to do, but I wanted to so badly. He made mine and every other Steve's life miserable just for his own benefit. But I don't have to kill him to get what I want.
I surrender, please.
Fine, I'll let you live. Only if you make me king and let me leave Steve civilization once and for all.
Okay. Anything you want.
King Steve has officially surrendered and the Steve battle is over.
I led the King Steve out of the arena, passing all the other Steves who were rooting for me in this battle. When we made it back to the castle, the king led me into a secret room. Inside it was a giant ominous portal.
This is it. This will take you back to the overworld. Through there is the life of freedom you've always dreamed of.
I couldn't believe it. Right in front of me was the exact thing I've spent my whole life searching for, and it was actually here. I walked up to the portal and prepared to leave, but before I did, I took a second to think about everything I've been through. All the challenges I had to face to get here, all of the challenges I was forcefully put through. And that's when I realized there were hundreds of other Steves out there suffering the same fate I was. Other Steves who were competing in the brutal challenges with hope of escaping, when in reality, none of them will ever leave. I couldn't just abandon these Steves. They deserve a better life than the one they've been given. I'm not leaving.
What? Is that not what all of this was for?
I'm not just gonna let all these other Steves keep struggling while I go live my life. I'm staying and I'm gonna be their new king.
That's a mistake. You don't understand. It's not that simple.
I don't care. I'm not gonna let you torture these Steves any longer. I really am gonna save Steve's civilization.
All right. If that's really what you want, the throne is yours.
I left the portal room and took my place on the throne, ready to make my first moves as the new king. I made my way down to the Steve cities and let everyone know that the old king was gone. gone. Things were finally gonna change in Steve's civilization. No one would be forced to do anything against their will. The entire concept of multiple layers, rank up challenges, and Steve trials was abandoned. No one would ever be forced to train for an imaginary war that might not even happen. Every single Steve would have the right to choose their path. Whether they wanted to be a builder, a fighter, or even a redstoner, they would have that choice. And if they wanted, they could even leave Steve's civilization altogether. The portal was now open to anyone who wanted to leave. Steve's civilization was no longer under the control of an evil king, but a loyal king, one who wanted nothing but freedom for every single Steve.